Hello everyone! Welcome to Dusk and Doom. My name is Simon. I'm gonna be the Dungeon Master today. My pronouns are they, he, and I'm really excited to be here. It might look like we're going to play Dungeons and Dragons, but we're actually going to play Settlers of Catan as part of a world building exercise where everybody is going to represent one civilization on the world map, and as the players go, I'm going to ask some questions for world building. I'm going to be like, hey Jacob, you've put down this town, what's the name of this town, right? We're thinking kind of like basic fantasy. You can put in any touches that you like for world building, and once the game is done, that's when we're going to have the eldritch horror element coming in, where basically we'll stop the settlers of Catan. The old gods return, start to wreck and destroy everything, and as they're about to destroy the last remnants of civilization, they retreat back to a single city inside of a crater and just are not heard from for 200 years until the characters come along. Cool. Let's go around introducing ourselves, starting with Jacob.
Hi, I'm Jacob. Pronouns he, him. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to some good times here with the DnD and Eldritch Horror. Woo!
I'm Frank, he, him, Frank or Frey. I'm mostly just here to get the Settlers of Catan going, but I'm also looking forward to having fun setting up all of your future torment.
Yay! I'm Jace. Pronouns are she, her. Never played D&D before, so this is going to be very interesting.
Hi everyone, I'm Jordy, they, them for pronouns, and this is the first time I play the Settlers of
Catan?
Catan or Catan? My Arabic wants to come out and be like, Catan!
I mean, I'm willing to bet the name is vaguely Orientalist, so yeah, however you want to pronounce it.
But also, first time playing real D&D, I've only played Baldur's Gate, and I mainly played it to romance most of the characters and to be evil, so yeah, please be patient with me as I learn as I go.
Absolutely. If you've watched any sort of D&D stream or played any Baldur's Gate free, you are more than well prepared for this game. I'm gonna facilitate any of the stuff that's slightly more. Well, I'm gonna facilitate all of the stuff, even for people who have no D&D experience.
I have experience in Call of Cthulhu, and so
Well, good. Those themes are gonna be coming up in
I'm excited about
Eldritch
that.
Horror.
Hi guys, my name's Lex. This is my first whole campaign. This is my first whole campaign, and I've been playing Baldur's Gate for a little bit, and I'm excited to play with you.
Hi, I'm Elia. They, she. This is my first D&D campaign, but I have watched Dimension 20, and I have played Crusader Kings quite a bit, which is adjacent enough in ways.
Yeah, I mean, some role-playing elements.
It's closer to the world building part
Yeah.
than anything.
Absolutely. All right, we've gone over veils and lines. Let's start with something. Simple. Chase, what do the new gods of the setting, who came after the old gods, call this world? Y'all,
Let's just call it Lithonia.
Lithonia sounds good. Cool. All right. Jacob, you were the first to put down a city on the board. What's
It's a
the
settlement, not a city.
Settlement. Yes. What is it going to be called?
Ocean Gate.
Ocean Gate. Okay.
Yes.
Have to have it like okay. Cool.
Yes. Ocean Gate. It's
What
falling
like
into the ocean.
y'all are
It's
doing
perfect.
the world building. It's cooperative, like whatever.
It's perfect.
If there wasn't a disaster, I wouldn't be laughing about it. But it's kind of funny.
I mean, no innocents were involved. Just billionaires, So that's fine.
Exactly.
It's fine.
We're allowed to laugh about those.
Okay. You good for me to go with my next one, Simon?
Just beforehand, everybody turn to the camera and say hello for the thumbnail.
Bye.
There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, you take it away, Frey.
Okay, alright, let's plop down right here. And this way. And we'll call this this settlement shall be our settlement, and we shall call it Lesnia.
Okay. Hold on, give me 1 second. Writing down Ocean Gate and Lesnia,
Yeah.
and you put it down around here. Okay. How do you write Blaznia?
Elesnia.
Blesnia. Cool. Jace, you're up next.
Let's see. What should I call that?
So you are free to put your stuff down wherever you'd like. I just like to point out that
It's a
this
very bad
particular
one.
resource, it's
Yeah,
very,
this
very...
is purely roleplay.
Okay,
This is bad idea.
All right.
Roleplay.
Like some of the new gods who set up this place made the map the way that it is cooperatively, and then plopped down their civilizations where felt best, and it may or may not hey, some of those new gods, they're making some wild decisions, and we love it.
Okay.
Exactly. We're gonna call this place not Seattle.
Okay.
As one word or two?
I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna veto that one.
That is perfectly fine.
Okay? Like,
I had a feeling.
What if we changed up the spelling a little bit, like Nozeatattle? Nauseatle.
Seattle.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how do you?
Nozeatattle.
N-O-Z.
Yeah, not Seattle.
Fantastic.
No, wait. N-O-Z-T-T-L-E. That's nostril.
Nozeatattle.
That's how.
Noziato.
E-A.
Not Seattle.
That's how someone from outside the cinema would presume
Not
to
just
Okay,
pronounce
yeah.
the name. Of the
In your
cinema.
country, they pronounce it nostril.
Oh yes.
Yeah, exactly. In your country, they pronounce it nostril. Cool. Jordy, you're up next.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what was what.
So the sheep go with the pastures, the stone goes with the mountains, the brick goes with the hills, wheat, and then lumber.
And it has to be at a corner, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, here and here. And, Ornithopia.
Ornithopia. Okay. Cool. Lex.
Sweet. I'm gonna go. So can I put my settlement here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sweet. And then I'll go this way, and I'll call my settlement Chrysalis.
Chrysalis. Hell yes.
I do 2. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. 2 settlements.
Yes.
Okay. Just double checking.
2 of each.
Triple checking.
Nice.
Okay. I'll go there. And yeah.
What?
I'll go here as well, and then roads like this.
Cool. We gotta come up with 2 city names now.
Yes, I do. Glorbstadt.
Glorbstadt, okay.
Glorbstadt.
I love a good Glorbstadt.
You gotta get it in the back of your throat. You know?
Glorbstadt. And
It's great because now, if I'm playing a character that's from that country, I can just start speaking German like, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's a full language. Cool.
Language is Glorbian. Thank you. Like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay. They speak good. Hey, I'm writing all of this down. Okay. What's the name of the other city?
the other city.
Town. We can't say
The other town.
We'll
The
call
other.
it town.
The other town. The other settlement. Cleese
Please. Okay.
with a K.
Okay.
Is it 2 E's or an I?
Let's do an I.
Okay. So Klis. I imagine a lot of people pronounce that wrong.
You mean Kliss?
No, Cleese.
Kliss.
2 I's. 2 I's.
I've already written down the.
Another I in there.
So we're gonna go 4 eyes.
Okay. North Seattle already looks. We're off to a great start. This is what what the map looks like right now. I don't know how. Oh shit! The light.
Let there be light.
There
The
we
new
go.
gods have spoken.
Ask if it will come down upon us.
All right.
Before it focused, it looked like you were bringing up like an angelic tablet.
Okay.
All right. So your second settlement then, Ilya? No, Lex. Sorry. Still learning names. Okay, so that's
And-
going to be 2 ores and a lumber.
And this settlement is called Elvenspire.
Okay. Elvenspire. Cool. So I take it that you're going more for the Elvish nation.
Yes.
It can we're gonna have more fantasy races than we are going to have civilizations. So some there's gonna be many minor countries that would have been there that's are forgotten to history and stuff like this. You can have your nations be, the fantasy all of the dwarves. They're only dwarves. And their citizenship is Glorbstadtian. Or you can kind of mix it up. Am I correct in hearing that Elvenspire is a city of elves?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just
I wanna say so.
just checking. Hell yes, Jordy.
Hmm? It's my
Second
turn?
settlement, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna watch and see how everybody does it. Here.
Okay.
And thanks. Nothing's coming up.
Okay. Suggestions are open for other people
Yes,
to
please.
So what was your first element called?
Ornithopia.
Ornithopia. Yeah. I'm already like thinking about where my characters are coming from,
Yeah.
and like that's kind of why I named it
Yeah.
that way. But I also like want a dragony name
Okay.
because we gotta have some like a pocket of dragon people.
Maybe
right?
like Dextliz, like DEX, couple of weird letters in there.
How about Alvaxis?
Okay. I mean, yeah. I'm like y'all pick because
Like
I also don't know any dragon things except like anime related.
This is just the name of a dragon from Dimension 20 without the K. So
Okay.
like making up names. Don't worry if it sounds weird. Alvax, yeah, cool.
All right, James.
And there.
Okay, you put it right on the other side of the Salt Lakes. Cool. Right next to the desert. What's this one called?
Call it Quetzal. Queetzo.
Queetzl. Quetzal. Okay. Frey.
Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna go here,
Oh yeah.
building out.
Yours
This
are
way.
gonna count as two different nations, I think.
Okay. And we'll call this one Rourke. R-O-U-R-K-E.
R-O-U-R-K. Rourke. And Jacob.
Here will be Redstone, known for the reddish or crimson hue stones that seem to come out of the mines here for some reason, and Dwarven ruins. We think, we're not sure.
Okay, this is like the new gods have just created this setting. There aren't dwarven ruins there yet.
Well, what if the new gods made dwarven ruins?
What if
Okay,
they did?
you
Yeah.
know what?
The new gods can make whatever they want.
We think Dwarven ruins. They're ruins though. They're ruins.
They're ruins. They could be from the time before the new gods. You know what?
Yeah.
Okay. It's good.
If
Like-
they're the new gods,
Like okay, no,
there's
it's
got to be.
it's
Oh,
great.
gods.
You know how
They
creation.
overthrew somebody to get
You know how creationists are like, oh, the dinosaur bones were put there by Satan
Yeah.
to trick us.
Yes.
The gods put some.
Yeah.
It's gonna trick us.
It's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Thinking
So
dinosaurs
cool.
existed.
there's
Well, sounds
He's
like the
dope.
winning team. If I'm being honest.
D&D is absolutely a creationist, like, because the gods do exist and you can talk with them sometimes, and they did make the
Plus
world exactly
Yeah.
the way that it is. So, like, a trickster god or something, just put some dwarven ruins there.
It's like, I want you guys to think that there's actual
I'm
history
giving
here.
you mysterious red or crimson stones. and
Yeah, no,
ruins.
I love that. All right, Frey, what's next?
Okay, so that is all of our the world has then been created. The initial settlements are all placed down. So play is going to proceed. Since you placed the first settlement, you'll also go first. So you're going to roll those 2d6s and go from there. So that is a 7. So you are going to get to move the robber. So the robber is going to block a resource. So if you were to put this down anywhere, then when that number is rolled, so if you put it down here, if someone rolled a 10, then redstone and that's not Seattle and
Quetzal.
and Quetzal.
I was like,
both,
I'm forgetting.
both would not have access to wood. So you can put it down anywhere you'd like. Essentially, a team of brigands is preventing people from harvesting. Okay. So no brick for Blesnia. Okay, and as a result, you also get to steal 1 card from me. It can be anyone who's on that resource, but I'm the only one that was there. So it had
Do
to
I
be.
need resources?
Oh, yes, you do. You
Yeah.
went down here, yes. 2 and 2. There you go.
Do I get a stone
You
too?
can resource every time.
No, because you went down here.
Oh, and over there. Or is it?
It's only the first one.
Oh, it's only the first one. Gotcha.
Sorry, only
For
the
the second
second
one.
one.
That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense.
I do have a question. If I were to, like, if somebody wanted to settle. Oh no. Okay, I answered my own because it's less than 2 away. Got
Okay.
it.
All right. So that is a 4. So anything built on a 4 is going to get dispersed. So that's a sheep for you, and a wood. Sorry, no, that's a grain for you. Thank you. I think that's our only 2 4s. Oh yes, and an ore. Perfect. All right, and I don't have enough resources to build anything, so it is Chase's turn. 7.
7.
It moves again.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It moves
That
again.
was fast. Let's see. I need that. So I will. Is it there?
So you can pick who you want to steal from.
I'll steal from you. Since you got so many
Yeah,
resources.
very abundant.
Okay, and if you have anything that matches these building costs, you can build something down.
Looks
So-
like none.
Okay.
Okay. So real quick, we are going to count the brigands moving as either like mercenaries or wars or something like this. So, Jace, sorry, we're gonna skip the first one. Jace, why did your country send an invading force in the mountains?
You know, they really needed some stone. they really needed it bad.
Okay, so Blesnia. No, sorry,
Not Seattle.
Yeah,
Not-
nuts, yeah.
not Seattle. Declares war on tries like
Harasses trading caravans.
sounds good. Yeah.
Yes.
In my
They're trying to expand out of just having desert power.
Exactly. They're like, the power is in the desert, but there's not resources for it, so
Desert power only gets you so far
this is very true.
without worms.
Mm-hmm.
You already need to be a great house with a bunch of resources
That, yeah.
Yes.
at first. But these are Nauseatle, Fremen.
Exactly.
All right. Jordy.
Okay, that's
11.
11.
Bunch of resources there.
Stones. And nobody's getting anything from that.
I think
So
it.
that's okay.
That's the
Um,
only 2 elements.
Jordy, what is something unique about your about the country of Ornithopia?
It is populated by different bird-like humanoid species
Okay.
and based on a cooperative system.
Nice.
They make their nests up in the mountains.
Yes. And then share the crops.
Nice. That's where your character is going to be from, most likely.
Both.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think.
All right, Lex.
9.
Okay, so that's wheat for me
And lumber.
and lumber.
what's something unique about
You get
I have
two
lumber
hits.
too.
Chrysalis?
I have lumber too.
I'm gonna
Thank you so
say
much.
there's a lot of magical beings within Chrysalis, and they get a lot of their powers from the ores that they mine from the mountain.
Okay. Sorry, say that again.
So there's a lot of magical beings in Chrysalis, and they get their powers from the crystals and the ores that they mine
Okay.
in the mountain that is next to them.
Sounds like Pokemon Crimson Violet.
Probably should have mentioned. Anytime in your turn after you roll the dice, you are free to try to trade with other people. If there is a resource that you would like to have, if you have, a number of cards but aren't able to build something, it might be a good idea to either just build something to build it, because if you have more than 7 cards when a robber happens, then you'll have to discard, or try to trade for less cards, or to be able to build something. It's generally a good idea. That being said, is there anything you'd like to build, Lex, or try to trade with someone else?
Yeah, does anyone need any ore? Because I would like some wheat.
I have wheat.
Okay. Trade.
Is there anything that you'd like to build? A development card, a city?
No.
Nope. Okay. Cool. Iliad, it is your turn.
Okay. 7.
Okay.
There are so many wars.
A lot of wars right off the bat.
Does
Alright.
anyone have more than 7 cards?
2, 3, 4, 5. No.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Elia, in year 103, why does
Well, let's this one because it's more of a naval power that has access. Because I'm gonna go for wheat.
okay?
So, because there's wheat. There. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dare
So-
attack Ocean Gates?
So, Glorbstadt.
Billionaires are angry.
Glorbstadt raids Ocean Gates.
Yes, I
thanks-
forgot
thanks to
it's
their-
Ocean Gate.
Thanks to their naval power. Okay, perfect.
They proved
So-
that Ocean Gate was
Okay.
the weaker naval
So
power.
you get to steal a card from Jacob.
Steal a card.
Nice.
What would you like? We have.
I want this one.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't end up getting any food. We're still starving, but
Okay.
But you
Is
have
there
a plan.
anything that you would
plentiful shipbuilding.
anything that you'd like to build?
Do you have to connect the roads now to your cities and stuff
Yes.
and move out that
Yeah.
way? Okay.
Okay.
I'll build a road for the sake of connection.
Okay.
Okay. So, Elia, why? What was the triggering incident for the war with Ocean Gates?
Well, we needed food. We are in a very resource depleted area. We have naval power. I think this area is more dwarven, but this area is more sort of semi celestial or demonic sort of beings that are really trying to just build up and exercise that sort of naval power along the coasts. And so there's just a need for food. It's near the desert.
So, do we have? Okay, hold on. You said celestial and demonic. Yeah.
Yeah.
One or the other, or both coexisting somehow in a nation.
I think right now they should be sort of coexisting, but it's not
Okay.
good.
I think
There's turmoil.
Yeah, I think what we can establish is something like Glorbstadt is the city that the gods built for their servants that help them create the world and that are helping maintain, the balance of good and evil. So it's supposed to be a neutral ground, where it's the only access point of Celestials and Infernals into that world, and they have to cooperate there. They have to form a nation, and does that work?
Mhm.
Cool.
But even with the establishment of neutrality, it's
Mhm.
not. It's not a good political situation inside.
Very unstable.
Very unstable.
Who's next on the?
That'll be Jacob.
Sweet.
Oh, here you go. Thank you.
How will Ocean Gate respond?
We shall see. 5.
Okay, so that's a brick for you, 2 for you, and
A stone.
a stone for both of you.
Thank you.
Okay. That's a 7. Okay, so Rourke.
Hold on. Just one thing beforehand. Let me retcon that real
Okay.
quick. In a lot of D&D creation myths, there used to be just good deities with angels and stuff like this, and then something comes along and corrupts them, and a bunch of them become devils and stuff like this.
Okay.
We can say that for now, it was all Celestials.
Yeah.
And that later part of the country is like corrupted, but everyone is like, okay, this is still neutral ground. Nobody fight. Does that mean?
Sure.
Does that work for the world
Yeah.
building?
Could it be like Celestials that are kind of in a constant state of like almost going into civil war?
Like from
Yeah.
different gods.
Because like
Very
right
interesting.
now, right now we have like six new gods basically, if everyone is like counted as one. So like that's 6 different factions that are like.
It's like, we don't want to kill each other yet, but we kind of do.
And then there's just dwarves as well. We're also just there.
Okay, yeah.
So, Rourke, given that I have control of the robber, is going to intercede on Ocean Gate's behalf, preventing the blockade of resources, and is in fact going to stage a retaliatory strike against Orbstat.
So that's Rourke, right?
Yes. Which Rourke is mostly humans. Blesnia actually has a really high proportion of halflings. Right, and we're going to...
Is it called Blesnia for after Blaze It and the halflings? Is this where? No, okay, got it.
I mean, I guess it can be, but
Okay.
not particularly.
I would also like to note, in response to Work's intervention, Ocean Gate has graciously decided to let Rourke take a resource.
Wow.
Ooh.
Very kind, very kind.
So,
The diplomacy.
who did you attack?
I attacked Glorbstadt.
Okay. Retaliated against. Okay.
11. So that's or for you
Beautiful.
and you.
And then still nothing
Still
over
not
there.
over here. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, so I'm going to create world's first city somehow. Now I'm going to place that right there. If I can put it on the right one.
Okay, so now anytime any of those resources get rolled, you get 2 instead of 1.
Okay.
Desert power is real.
It is. Now, anyone want a wood for a clay?
Not a lot of clay running around.
There
I
really
can't.
isn't.
I can't spare.
That is perfectly all right.
Quetzal.
We won't declare war yet.
I mean, I just got some.
Like, I'm currently fighting for my life right now.
All right. So, due to the abundant resources even though Nostal was the first city to be set up, Quetzal is made the capital of your territory. What makes the city of Quetzal unique? What makes the metropolis of Quetzal unique? Any weird world building that you've always wanted to see, like in fantasy, this is your opportunity to put it in.
You know what? Their houses, the majority of their houses are actually just made straight up of glass.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah. They don't. Throwing stones at glass houses might break it, but they look pretty.
Okay. Oh yeah, the desert power. They're able to they're able to transform all of this sand into glass. Hell yes. What sort of creatures do we have in the country of?
I think it's going to be tieflings.
Tieflings. Okay.
So this is where one of my characters will come from.
So yeah, a lot of them have the innate associations with fire, so they're really good at the glass blowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Love that. Okay.
And they can withstand the heat.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jordy.
I have put my thingies in the worst spots. I have
The
received
worst.
no resources.
You actually have
since
pretty
we
good
played.
spots. I was really thinking about going there.
And once they're rolled. Ooh, another war! Wow, this is a very bloodthirsty map.
My God.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So,
So your people like war.
who does ornithophobia?
Hate.
Hate.
Or is
Okay,
jealous
hold
of.
on. Hey, it doesn't
Or is
need
jealous
it doesn't need to be you initiated the war. It could be somebody else provoked you or started the war, and you were just like, all right, well, we got troops.
I mean, yeah, you could unify against me again. That's a possibility.
It does have to move. That's the only condition. Yeah.
Yeah. Who do I want to steal stuff from?
This is very true.
Okay.
Oh, and does anybody have more than 7 cards?
Oh, that's a good question.
Definitely not. It's to my end.
I do.
Oh
Okay.
no.
How many cards do you have?
I have 8.
Okay, so you only have to discard half of your hand. So you'll have to discard 4 cards.
Oh, this game is brutal.
Whoa.
I've
like
also
there's no
never
more
played a civilization building game, so I'm have no instinct here. Except I'm can't I just put this guy
I mean,
here?
technically, if you'd like,
And then we do
you
trade
could put it
agreements
onto
and
a desert
stuff.
or a lake tile and say that you ended the conflict.
What was it that I need that I don't have? And where do you get it?
Okay, you'll probably
The
need
dirt.
either brick. Everyone needs brick.
I am going to continue the attack on displays that thinks they are the only people with a shoreline.
Globestadt. I'm seeing a lot of races being like, hey, Globestadt, the city of the gods, just raided some of the humanoids. Why the fuck?
And,
and
why do they have the only city on the port?
And so I'm sensing a rebellion against the city of the gods here. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you get to pick war.
Any card?
Discarding.
The gods have not been kind to us.
Not what I
You
needed,
must
but
retaliate.
okay.
For this, do I need to do 2 wheat for something,
So
or can I do?
you can trade essentially with
Okay.
the bank instead of another player. You can give 2 wheat and get 1 of any kind of resource. I can
Okay.
do the same thing with lumber. You can do the same thing with sheep. If you have a 3-in-1, then you can trade 3 of anything for 1 of anything.
And you get that by having a city or town.
Yeah, and it's got to be on one of these 2 corners.
Gotcha.
Wow, I picked the worst spot.
Yeah, you can trade as many sheep as you can raise.
0.
I'm gonna have to keep raiding Ocean Gate. From where we...
The warfare.
Oh, those celestials.
I know.
Okay. So.
What? Okay.
Is
What
there
is
anything
what
you
is
can
this
build?
great
Would you like a
war?
development card?
What is- what-
Can you purchase a development card? Maybe.
No.
Nope. Okay.
Okay, real quick. Whose turn was it?
It'll be.
Okay, got it. So Ornithopia joins the rebellion against Glorbstadt. What is the name of this great rebellion against Glorbstadt?
Be the war on the heavens.
The
Ooh, I like that, especially since
Okay.
like you've got a lot of like hills and mountains, so it's literally elevated land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we give it like a little bit of like a thing that adds like flight into it instead of like war? We call it like. Dang, I'm like trying to think of like what birds do when they're attacking
the
Right.
dog.
somebody, and it's called mobbing, and I do not want to call.
Like
I don't want to use that.
Mobbing the heavens.
the dogfight of the heavens. That doesn't sound as
No, I liked the original name. I just wanted to like add some wings into it somehow, some
But
way.
like the flight of
Flight against the heavens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay. And everything changed when the winged creatures joined the fight. Fight against the heavens.
So who all has declared war against the Celestials at this point?
Rourke and Ornithopia have both attacked the state of Glorstadt.
And Ocean Gate has been
A victim.
thoroughly sacked.
Multiple times.
Okay.
8.
9.
Oh, 9.
Okay, so that's wheat and
Forest.
lumber for both
Or
of
yeah,
us.
lumber. I get forest.
I think that's it.
We don't chop down trees.
Nope.
We just grab the whole forest.
Here's your wheat.
Like Macbeth.
Exactly.
All right. Anything you'd like to build? Anything you'd like to trade for?
I'm going to build a settlement.
Ooh.
Where?
Doesn't the
So you
settlement
need to
have
have
be-
it connected via a road. So you need to build a
Okay.
road first,
Okay.
and then a settlement.
I think
So yeah, and you couldn't put one here because there's a town nearby.
Do you have another brick and a lumber? Because you have to build a road before you can put a settlement down.
I don't.
Okay, so you'll have to build a road this turn, and then hopefully next turn you can get a settlement down.
Okay.
Okay,
I will build a road.
and that also has to connect to one of your existing roads.
So if I have a road here, I can't.
No,
place
that
here.
that would work. You could put a road down here, and then you just would have to build one more
Yeah.
road before you could build a settlement.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna build a road here.
Cool. What? Okay. w- I don't have any. Okay, hold on. We didn't establish. Chrysalis, you said magical beings. What's like the population? What sort of creatures more specifically do we have in Chrysalis?
I'm thinking like elves as well as gnomes.
Okay. Cool. Anything else that you'd like to?
No, I think that's all.
All right.
10.
Yes.
So that's lumber.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Jacob.
Oh, actually, can I build a road?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks.
So when a number pops up.
Yeah, so if it's a settlement, you get, and it's on one of those corners, you get one of that. If it's a city, you get two.
Would
Okay.
I get one a wood as well?
Oh, yes, yes. Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you.
Elia, what was the worst, the most terrible consequence of the flight against the heavens?
Well, I would say that the intense backlash and the amount of resources that we lost and the fact that we didn't even succeed in getting more food meant that we basically just like cycled through like monarchs really quickly over the last few years. Like we had a bunch of coups and changes of power, and now we've got
Chaos.
chaos.
The people are building a road to get the fuck out of here.
Pass through the
okay.
mountains.
On a scale of 1 to 20, how many coups?
I would say that there were like 5 coups.
5 coups. Okay.
Ouch.
All right. Hell yes. Jacob, you're next. I'm loving this world that we're building together.
9.
How is everybody feeling about the world of shit.
Lithonia.
The world of shit.
Livonia, thank you.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, I forgot.
So, Ocean Gate would like to extend an offer for anyone with stone willing to trade wheat.
I am.
Okay, we're gonna take in some other offers, but we'll keep that in mind.
Well, remember, they're under new management.
They have,
Yeah.
This is true.
5 times over.
Okay, I think then Ocean Gate will humbly accept the trade offer.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you, and also build its first city.
Woohoo.
Yes.
Okay, so in year 131,
The richest one.
the flight against heaven ends, and Ocean Gate resumes trade with and Ocean Gate resumes commerce.
Mhm.
Okay, what's who's the historical figure who brokered that peace treaty?
Cornelius Ocelot.
Okay. Okay.
Next
hold
turn
on.
goes back into war.
The time for peace is ended. Rourke was making good money off of that war.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
Or you have that end.
hold on. What was the name?
Cornelius Ocelot.
Cornelius Ocelots. Okay.
Turns out it was a unicorn.
Well, I feel like 8's a very significant number for us.
So what, like, okay, was it, who was Cornelius Ocelot?
Well,
King, merchant?
no, he came from the forest and said he knew the centaurs, and he had given warnings about Redstone being not the best place to build or start civilization, but we were like, yeah, that's fine. But he has been a tried and true advisor to all of our regents for as long as anyone can remember, honestly.
Okay.
Sound advice.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
at the darkest of times.
Okay. We're gonna say he's an immortal centaur.
Ooh.
Cool. Alright, Frey, you're next.
Creation
Alright.
city.
10.
Yes.
So you're gonna get 2 lumber, 1 for you. Then
How is it that the desert people have so much lumber?
lumber.
You do have
This is like a forest of dreams.
It is.
Wheat for you.
Immortal centaur. You get lumber every turn.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
tieflings are looking good.
Alrighty then. Okay. Does anyone have any sheep? Any wool? You do. Okay.
Oh.
Are you interested in perhaps some wheat for it?
I'm gonna say no.
Could I tempt you with a wood instead?
No.
Okay. Anyone have any sheep they're willing to trade?
Unfortunately,
Nope.
not.
Any brick instead, maybe?
Oh, I don't.
Brick for a wheat or brick for a wood?
Oh, I love that you put the IWW sticker on your water bottle. Sorry for the interruption.
This is beautiful.
I put it on my other one too, but I put it in the dishwasher and it was
Uh-oh.
diseased.
Okay.
But,
Any
sorry, what were you looking for?
I'm looking for sheep or wool.
for wool. I thought I heard also another something.
Well, I'll also take a brick if you have any brick you're willing to part
I'm
with.
looking for brick.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, does anyone have any wood? Wood for a wheat?
I could give you a wood for a wheat.
I could give you wood for a week.
Okay.
As many wheat as you'll give me, I will take. I will give you as
Okay.
much wood as you want.
Rourke, who
So,
established themselves quite early on as proficient sailors, given that they are on the coast and have access to plenty of wood, are going to turn some of that wood, trade with far distant powers for sheep and a brick, in order to then found a settlement here, known as
wait, where is it?
right here,
Okay.
and we'll call that Haydn.
Okay. Cool. What gods do they worship in Haydn?
So Haydn is they most of the settlers come from the town of Rourke, but they grew weary of the sort of like very mercantile, very like down to earth life. So this is a group of more like more religious sort of extremists that have branched off. They still make decent peace with the main township, but it's sort of a and they follow a deity of wisdom and nature that is associated with storms as
Okay.
well.
Deity of nature and storms. I would ask you for the name of that god, except it doesn't matter. All of the traces of all of the gods, or at least their true names, will have been erased by the time we start the campaign. Cool. Jace.
5. It's gonna be much brick.
Brick,
Much brick.
All
Alright.
the brick.
Brick for you. Brick for you. That's all brick.
So I offer up. Does anyone want some wood for pretty much anything other than wood?
Also, even if you don't have a port, if you have 4 of something, you can trade it in for 1 of anything.
Oh, okay. Well, then, in that case, here's that for a brick. And there we go.
Through what process does Nosiadal create brick from wood?
They are, because of their glass making and all that, in order to make sure the glass doesn't shatter instantly, they've become alchemists. And they have learned the deeper arts of alchemy.
Hell yeah. And make... What did we say? Clay out of wood?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yes.
Do I roll first or do I trade first?
Roll first.
And it's
It's
a
a battle.
7.
So once again, anyone with 7 cards or more.
Thank goodness I got rid of my
Alright.
And then I have to take that
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I want some brick. You know what? We hold grudges.
Birds never forget.
Birds are petty. We're like, so we go to war on your behalf, and then you go trading with them. How dare you?
Oh!
Alright.
We sacrificed many good a bird.
Instead of a war, can we say that Ornithopian, Ornithopian
Delegation.
an Ornithopian delegation turns out to be a group of assassins sent to kill Cornelius.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and steal some bricks.
Are they successful in killing Cornelius?
We could roll.
Want to roll?
We could roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
what-
for each of you, who rolls higher?
Ooh, there you go.
Come on, Cornelius.
5.
Oh, it's a tie.
Okay.
You want to have a little more control over that.
No, it's like I really want Cornelius to die. Otherwise, it's not necessarily worth writing down in the
That's
in
true.
the. Roll again.
Okay.
Let's see.
1.
So,
Okay.
how about maybe, like, given that they tied first, like, the attack goes off, seems successful, like, Cornelius is like,
He fakes his own death.
Ooh, yes.
Hell yeah.
goes into hiding.
I'm sorry if I made a full suggestion of what your lore could be for this for this turn. I just thought it was very interesting how you were saying in retaliation for like commerce. Or yep.
Yeah, it works really well because like I was just also double checking on this. What are they called? Races here, not species. But there's like multiple bird races that live in Ornithopia, and one of them is the Kenku, and so it works really well for the assassination attempt.
Hell
So it,
yes.
like,
All right.
perfect.
So,
Okay, and
Yep.
then stealing,
how many
right?
cards do you have? Real quick.
Oh, I have 7.
Okay, perfect. You're good.
Okay.
So, go ahead and steal.
The Kenkus,
More wheat.
Okay. the Jordy, the Kenkus are known to have been in the lore. They're cursed to not be able to create anything, and they lose their wings due to a curse, and they can only repeat what other creatures say. Is it a divine punishment for the attempt to kill Cornelius?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes.
The
That's why I
gods were
thought
like,
it was
what are you
just
doing?
perfect for them.
Yeah, Divine Curse on the Kenkus. Hell yeah.
Which, reminder, if you have 4 of any one resource, you can also trade it in. So if you have 4 of something, you could turn that into a brick.
Right. Oh.
That is super helpful. I had totally forgotten about that.
It's 4 of something, not
Yeah.
2 of something.
So, yeah, if you don't have a port at all, then it's 4 of something.
Oh, interesting.
If you have the
Okay.
question mark 3 to 1, it's 3 of anything.
All of my what's-its. Dang it. I think I just... Does anybody want any wheat or wood for brick? No?
I fought hard for this brick.
I have 1 card.
Jace,
Okay,
you
I'm
could trade 1 brick for a
multiple.
for a bunch of other stuff.
That is
if
true
you want.
too.
I will
That's very true.
I'll give up all my wheat and then I'll... Does anybody want wood for wheat?
Yes. I've got 1 wheat. I can do it for 2 wood.
Dang it, fine.
Thank you for your business.
Are you building something?
I think so. Oh wait, I can't do a settlement without
Yeah,
a
you
road
gotta do a road
first.
first.
Road.
Cool.
Road, please.
Our expansions are very slow.
Ornithopia has to start building roads now that some of their bird folks are no longer flight birds. You won't be able to build a settlement.
Yeah, you would have to
Oh,
go...
wait, do I
like,
have
You
to
need,
do
you
have
need
to
to
put a
be
road down
two.
here.
You need to be 2 spaces away
Yeah, either
from
there or
from
there.
any town. No,
So you would
need
be able
to-
to put a settlement down here.
Okay.
you need to be at least one space away
I
from.
don't have anything to build a settlement right now. Anyway,
Yeah, but
so it's... Okay,
All right,
thank you.
hell yes. Next.
Snake eyes.
2. No one's got anything built on a 2.
Any actions?
Can I build a settlement here?
No,
No.
it still needs to be 2 away. So you could put 1 down
Oh.
here if you had enough roads to get there.
Okay. I'm going to do a road. And I'm going to place it.
If you want to build here or here, then you'll be able to make a city.
Yeah. So
Uh,
you could either
either
build
here-
here or here, and then you'd be able to place a settlement there.
Or here.
When do you have the resources for it?
All right. We rolled a 2. No resources were collected. This is the year of the Great Famine. How does Chrysalis emerge as a society from the year of the famine?
I'm gonna say since they get a lot of their energy from the crystals, they can last longer and they have more energy that they can use from the crystals that they don't have to take in.
Okay.
through division.
Hell yes. Can we take it one step further and say that the inhabitants of Chrysalis give up on eating altogether and just become able to be replenished by crystals?
Yeah.
Something like this.
Yeah, I would say that maybe they need the crystals, and if they don't have the crystals, then they will slowly deplete over time.
Yes.
Thank you. 5.
Okay. Let's see. So
2
brick.
bricks and a stone.
One
Thank you.
brick for you. That's everybody.
Okay. Can I build, then trade, then build?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna build a road.
Okay.
This road is really upsetting for the inhabitants because they're satyrs are goat people, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Satyrs, they were using this all the time. We completely just destroyed this crossing, so now they've been separated into these two different groups when they used to traverse.
Hell yeah.
And then, can I trade... Does anybody want to trade a brick for a sheep?
Okay.
Awesome. There we go. And then I will build a settlement.
I'm getting the sense of like, yeah, like whoever's the representatives of the gods in Glorbstadt keeps pissing off different species by being like, hey, we made this world, like we're in charge, and everybody else is like, hey, no, fuck you, we don't like this, we don't like the Pantheon.
And that's also going to give you access to a 3-to-1 port.
Yes.
Glorbstadt.
We need a new settlement.
You also now have the longest road in the world, which is enough to be worth 2 victory points. So technically, points-wise, which I didn't really explain how points work here, but because our main thing is more the world building, but you are currently in the lead. You have 5 points.
Okay, Glorbstadt displaces a population of satyrs to build a port. What's the port's name?
Fleestoff.
Fleestoff. Okay. Is it called like this because the they conquered the satyrs city and it was full of fleas?
I was not thinking about that, but sure. They're reveling in their conquest.
What lovely people.
My goodness. I've
had it with these damn ASMR.
I think that the corruption of like angels into devils in this setting can be a sense of like, hey, we helped build this world, we kind of like deserve deserve more than this, and the gods are not letting us like conquer and be in charge, so we're good. So like we can have the start of the rebellion be happening around this time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hell yes. All right, Jacob.
6.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's
2 stone.
good timing for that. 2 lumber for me, and I think that's it.
The 6s
are... Jacob, what... World building. What... Ocean Gates. What's up?
We're just existing, but at this point, after the quote-unquote assassination of Cornelius Ocelot, we're still grieving from his loss. He was a source of true wisdom and, again, the darkest of times. And now times seem just to be growing darker, and just a sense of twilight has kind of come over our township and city, and we're at a loss of what to do moving forward.
Can we say there's now a Twilight Festival, Twilight Holiday, in commemoration of Cornelius, that is going to be the Twilight of Cornelius or something like this? What part of that makes it into the history books?
I think moving forward, we will have an annual celebration of Cornelius' life, and we will pray to Cornelius. Some people pray to Cornelius directly, others to the centaurs, others just in general, that this sense of twilight does not get ever darker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like Cornelius is like still in hiding. He's off traveling in the plains and like seeing the sights and just being like, hey, no, I'm not gonna get assassinated. Everybody else is just thinks he's dead.
Exactly.
Are we calling this the Twilight Festival?
We're gonna call this
Day of Twilight? No, hold on.
No, I don't like Day of Twilight. How about an ode to. Let's
The Ode of the Ocelot.
Oh,
I like that.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, dude. Let's go with that.
Okay. What day of the year is it?
It is a Thursday. Oh,
On a Thursday.
Which one, Jacob?
you said day. You didn't specify date.
I said day of the year.
No, it's a Thursday. No, it is. So it is the whatever August would be for this year.
I'm
Okay.
when I'm writing the dates in the journal, I'm having it be like based on the numbers.
Mhm.
So
Let's go with August 12th. 12.
That's 9.
Yeah.
thank you.
Of whatever year it is.
Well, it's an annual festival, so it's gonna be
Moving forward.
every
yes.
every year.
Yeah.
All right, hell yes. Frey.
Okay, so we've got another 7. I'm gonna say so. Some of the zealots from Haydn, angered by the Fleestoff settlement, are incredibly offended that the Celestials that populate Glorbstadt claim to speak for the gods and claim all of this birthright when they're no more special than any other part of creation, and so. They break off on their own and I'm gonna say sabotage foodstuffs around Glorbstadt. It's they're explicitly trying to destroy like granaries, whatever limited supplies exist, to try to destabilize the nation once more.
Okay. Can we raid granaries?
Raid Shadow Legends.
That's a blank card.
Raid the granaries. Okay. Can we say that the satyr population got displaced, made their way and settled into not Haydn but into Rourke, and because of the fucking extra mouths to feed, Haydn was like, "Hey, give us some of that."
Yeah, so it's a little bit like securing their own political position because they have these refugees as an influx, and it's a little bit like religious fervor.
Yeah.
And would that be like these half, because these ones are kind of like bordered in and they split in two?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they traverse across the mountains and the desert to.
All right.
Okay.
Jace.
Your turn.
9.
Okay, and then wood for me, wood for you. I think that's it.
Let's see.
Oh, yes. Oh, you get 3.
Oh, cool.
There's those.
A massive harvest.
A massive harvest. The festival was successful.
It was.
Cornelius is still looking out for you, even from beyond the grave.
Blessings, truly.
Anyone clay for wood?
You want clay?
Yes.
Okay, no. I don't think we've rolled a single 8.
I don't think we have this entire time. Port 8. If not, there you go. As a gift of friendship.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
The Tieflings desire to make a eventual alliance with the Celestials.
Yes, yes.
Yes. They have decided that they think that will be the winning side.
Okay. Now Seattle royal family marries into the Glorbstadt
Yes.
and or something, and then
Ooh, we decide to open up a trade route where we create stained glasses for their temples and cathedrals and things of that nature.
okay.
Nice. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. What is the name of the legendary explorer that creates this that like scouts and I guess protects this trade route that you just mentioned?
We call her Feldarin Grimm.
And is this through the desert and the hills or mountains, or through the mountains?
Through the deserts.
Desert.
Okay. The route is defended by what was the name?
Feldarin Grimm, so Feldarin Grym.
Feldarin Grimm. Hell yeah. Jordy.
So can I like make a tiny plot thing?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. This is what this is all about. The game is only facilitating that.
So the Aarakocra clans of Ornithopia are very regretful for what the Kinku have done and misrepresented our nation, and would like to offer a sheep.
In response, we accept the offering.
For our assassination of your beloved god.
And although some are displeased by our actions, we know when mercy is necessary and understand that it would be an appropriate response to said gift.
Okay.
Uh, Can
Yeah, you can use that on it if you want.
let's have what like political thing happen what seals the deal economically? Like, is there a marriage between like royal families? Is there like the signing of a
Alliance or something.
of an alliance or something?
I would like to suggest that maybe the Kinku, being regretful of their actions, pay with their trade for the establishment of a shrine or of sorts or something to that effect for dear old Cornelius.
Yes. A giant shrine. This is the Statue of Liberty of this setting.
Pretty much.
To Cornelius. Alright.
And it will be adorned with our best primary wing feathers.
Okay. I like there's not a lot of like named characters in this setting yet, but man, the history books are all about Cornelius.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we maybe make the initiative come from the Peregrine clan of the
Okay.
Aarakocra?
I don't know how to write peregrine, but that's okay.
It's a French word if it helps you at all.
P-E-R-E.
Grine. I think there's an idiom.
Yeah. Yep.
You can blame your own people for that.
It's like, well.
You have no idea how many times a day I blame the French for things.
It's easier when they live.
It's like the French or the British. It's like,
I mean, like
You don't get to complain about English.
Hey, no. I don't get to. In fact, I shit on the French people as often as I can. We did not invent the French fries. That was Belgium, and we started a war over fucking pastries. So
Pastries
we are.
the most important thing in life.
Yeah. We should not have killed hundreds of Mexicans over pastries.
Probably not, but you know.
All right.
You do.
I'm sorry for yeah.
All right, I roll
8.
an 8.
Finally.
Oh, thank
Wow.
That-
Something came of that.
you. I think that's
I am
the
not
only
on,
8.
so-
Yeah. Yep.
The redstone. No, that's not redstone.
Nope.
But yeah. Okay, cool.
That's just
The only other 8 is also brick, but it's over here.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, sorry. You're it.
8.
8
Another
again.
8.
Oh, wait, it's suddenly becoming profitable.
The halflings of Blesnia hadn't realized up until this point that unlike lumber and wheat, you actually have to put effort into collecting the brick.
Wait.
Lumbo Lightfoot is revered as an intellectual leader of Blesnia for centuries to come for this innovation.
Who
You
long?
grabbed the
Who Longfoot?
Lumbo.
Is that a reference to that barbarian with the
I think it was Lurbo. Lurbo, the Enlightened. The ogre from Baldur's Gate.
No. You had a halfling with a
I know who it was, like the cook who
Yeah, the
like
cook.
wielded like a giant chef knife as a greatsword.
Yeah.
Yeah! Okay, that would be dope, though.
Lumbo Longfoot. All right. Yes. Are you? Do you build anything?
Can I trade brick for sheep?
I'll give you nothing for sheep.
You want a brick?
I have brick.
Oh.
And you want sheep.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a good roll.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have sheep at all.
Okay. People keep
Even though I'm
sabotaging
on
you.
sheep. I guess I shouldn't have alienated the local population.
If that's the case, I think I'm gonna build a road.
Okay. All right. Okay. What? What is the name of the clan of road builders or tunnel diggers? Oh, probably probably those roads are like tunnels. What is the name of the famous, like underground highway builders?
I'm gonna say, the Northern Tunnelers.
Can we make that? Can we change some letters to make it more like closer to a name?
Norbrum Solars.
Sure. that.
All right, Norbrum
Solars.
Solars. Okay. Build. Okay. What kind of underground transportation system do they have?
I feel like they are, since they have a lot of ties to the mountains, it is like railroad tracks, and they can send materials through that without traversing through the tunnel. They can just shoot it to the other side.
So they invent the steam engine.
Ooh.
Which is probably knowledge that's going to be lost in the Invasion of the Old Gods, because I don't want to have to deal with steam engines. But there are canonically, wreckage of trains and underground railroads. Cool.
10, yay.
Woo.
I have something again, thank you.
Oh, wood for everybody.
Yay!
Yeah.
Wood for the wood god.
So I have a question. When it's the numbers, the letters on top of the numbers are not like.
It's like a randomized thing. They have nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I would like to trade a lot. Does anybody have wheat or stone and would like brick or wood?
I would like some brick. I've got
Hey,
wheat.
you have to trade lightly, Jacob. You remember what happened last time you traded with Glorpstadt?
But we're at peace now.
That was before.
Yeah.
Now we're trading
Yeah.
partners,
Exactly.
and there's
Definitely.
been much peace.
We have docks. I dock. They dock. It docks.
Docks.
It makes
And
sense.
maybe the
Sure.
bird people
There's
won't
lots
kill you
of
in
dog.
return.
Maybe they won't. Maybe they're like, listen, we might have overreacted, but we'll see. Well, this is fun.
Hey.
Oh no!
If anybody watches this video and hears what you said, it's gonna be hilarious.
And then lumber for wheat or stone.
If only.
If only. Okay. Let's see. What can I do with this? Not much. Alright, if nobody is going to trade, then I will just end there.
Okay.
Okay. What's the name of the legendary ruler at this time in Glorpstadt, and why are they legendary?
Let's see.
I hope it's okay that I'm asking like random questions.
No,
and
it
getting
is.
the-
It is.
Like
I just forgot the name that I had in mind before, and so now I'm trying to remember it.
you might need to come up with a new one.
No, yeah. Let's see.
Any suggestions from?
Persephone something.
Okay.
What's the last name?
Something.
Something?
Yeah.
Something.
It's a mystery.
Mm-hmm. Persephone redacted.
Or something.
It's-
SUMFIN.
Ooh,
That's
yes.
exactly
Something.
how I wrote it. SOMFIN. Why is Persephone in the history books?
I think it's just a time of much more peace than before with all the coups. She's
Okay.
consolidated power. She's made alliances with the local dwarves and the mountain satyrs. And so that's more like... It's just a time of peace
Nice.
and stability.
Yes. Oh, okay. Persephone something is known for the longest peaceful reign in Glorpstadt. Hell yes. Cool. What's her nickname? Persephone the...
Peace
What's
giver?
an adjective? Yeah, peace giver.
Hell yeah. Jacob.
Seven.
7!
Here comes war.
Okay.
No, not war.
Ooh.
Well, I can finally get my brick.
So
Puts it back there.
You can't place it back exactly where it
True.
since it is peacetime, Ocean Gate decides it is time to send I wouldn't say fanatics, but they are zealots to a degree of former Cornelius and all about the Twilight life, and they want to spread the word. Okay, and since we're
missionaries,
we have
We're terrified.
and since my colleagues to the east are already kind of on the path of the righteous, we got to spread the word up a ways and I guess everyone's kind of around here, so let's put it right there, and they're good. This way they can spread the word of Twilight and Cornelius.
Missionaries set up camp right in the middle of the brick field, and the Blesnian halflings are way too polite to insist on continuing to use the clay fields.
Mr. or Mrs. Longfoot has to keep them there because of laws of hospitality.
And then I'm going to go ahead and also maybe build a robe. And look towards expansion as well. We would like to move past our humble beginnings and set up shop in another location at one day. So.
Okay.
You might need to repeat that.
Okay. For me, lumber for me, lumber for you.
Yeah, just expanding.
Okay. Yeah.
Future planning.
Okay. So, while the Blesnians and the Rorgians are not, a unified community, they're actually quite different. There's actually a pretty...
Real quick, can we say that they start off as two different countries and then form an alliance?
So that's where we're getting here.
Oh, okay.
They've had a long tradition of steady communication. Rourke has explorers traversing the seas with their ships and up the rivers towards Blesnia. And when discussing the awkward situation of these missionaries of the Ocelot, Rourke volunteers a military force. Some knights arrive in order to politely invite the missionaries to move along somewhere else. At which point they move on the next area over and begin to bother the Ornithopians. And I get to steal.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's the sort of thing that you can get with development cards. Okay. So we're going to then build a road. And does anyone have any sheep they're willing to trade?
I just don't have any.
Sheep for a wheat?
Sheep for wheat.
Perfect. And
So it's like, yes, we're kicking your zealots, we're displacing your zealots elsewhere, but we will still trade with you.
Listen, our zealots, they are just spreading the word wherever they may. They're missionaries, and
look, it wasn't even Blesnia's idea to send the missionaries packing. Rourke took the initiative to take it under their wing a little bit. The knights even kind of hang out. Blesnia, here on after, serves as sort of like a vassal state, just by implication. Rourke has successfully colonized them. But the new settlement we'll call Liptig. Liptig.
Liptig. Okay. Jace.
Ooh.
7.
A 7.
Ooh, it's wartime again.
Yeah.
Those zealots are getting pushed around. They're gonna develop a persecution complex.
They might. They very well might.
Yeah.
Is it your turn?
There could be a holy war on our
We
hands.
should like form an alliance of sorts. Look, all of the bird people are pissed about this because we have our own religion. Thank you. We ain't shopping.
What?
And so we're like, hey,
what's
if you help us, here's some wheat.
Ironic that this is your creation of a sort.
Yes.
This is true. We have grown very tired of missionaries and those specific religions. We instead of having a religion ourselves, we just build temples and cathedrals to ourselves, to our people as a whole. So we have decided to attack Ocean Gate. We were very angry about these missionaries going everywhere. We're like, stay to yourselves.
Did you kill them?
No, we just keep them in a dungeon, yeah. We're just like, we gotta learn from them and figure out how on earth they were able to spread so far so fast.
To the Weebligate.
Exactly. And then we will steal.
What would you like? We have so many options.
I will take the one with the map at the back of it. Ooh, okay. And that will be the end of the turn.
So I'm writing down Nosiadal forms a religion to worship the collective and the people. Declares a holy war on Ocean Gate.
Gotcha. We have created some form of like direct democracy, and we just worship our collective.
Nice. All right. Let's take a second. We're gonna take a small break. But before we take the break and pause the recording, how's everybody feeling about like the world building that we're doing and where we're at right now?
That is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Would you be able to like set the scene after this is done to like remind us of all of the things and all the names? Because like
for sure.
I know that like some names will be lost, but like I wanted to take notes, but it was happening way too fast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you are the faster note taker, so
yeah. Hey, that's kind of all I'm doing right now. I think that after the break we're gonna do one more round. And even if there is no winner, like I know the game Settlers of Catan, we're supposed to have a winner at the end. We might do one more round of lore building.
We're playing the game.
What? Have we? What?
Hey, playing as your nations does mean that like you have your nation's best interests at heart. This is world building and like game theory. How's everybody feeling about this world building process?
It's fun.
I'm liking it.
It's enjoyable.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yes. And we are back. So, last round of world building. I don't remember whose turn it was. For this last round, I'm gonna need to adjust the camera real quick. For this last round, everybody is going to get a fact in that I will not veto or modify at all. Whatever,
so long as it stays within the...
Whatever you want this world building to be, like if you've always dreamed of having a like fantasy, like I don't know, like oh yeah, all of the dwarves grow beards because it makes sense. It's an air filter because of all of the coal in the mines and stuff like this. Like if whatever you've always wanted to see in a fantasy world, you put it in now. I'm not gonna veto it.
Ultimate power.
Okay, whose turn was it next?
I think it's yours. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Five.
5. Bricks
Clay.
and stone.
Alright. Does anyone have any sheep to trade for bricks?
I could trade lumber for wheat. If you have that. And wanna like foray that lumber into sheep.
I have one card.
Perhaps.
It's not a sheep.
Alright. I think I'm going to build another road. That's... Okay, so I'm just going to connect these two cities.
I think that gets you
Yes.
longest road.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Whoa.
Okay. I know I'm. What's the name? Like, you know how they call it the Silk Road through China. What's the name of that road? That's not the fact that you're gonna get to just wanna. What's the name of the route?
I'm going to call the route the Elgin Trek.
Ooh.
Elgin Trek. Okay. All right. What's the world building fact that you want to put in?
Okay, so the world building fact that I want to put in is that within or between Elvenspire and Chrysalis, there are a lot of elves, obviously. There's also a lot of gnomes. And they are like aligned, but they are kind of like they're all finding one artifact that's gonna give one of them ultimate power over the others.
Okay.
So they're all like they're kind of fake nice to each other because they're all like kind of wanting to be in a society together, but they all kind of are willing to cut the others down in order to get ahead.
Okay. So are we seeing the start of a civil war right before the old gods return?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say like there was release of some information about where this relic is that is causing rifts between races.
Okay. Your next one, yeah.
It's a 5. That was. Thank you. Okay. Can I do stone for wheat?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to my first action of the turn. Yes, this is how you do a city. And so Fleecetoff has become Fleecetopia. It has expanded. And
You want me to change the name on the? Oh, well, I never wrote it down.
You never wrote it
So-
down?
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Fleecetopia.
And so this is I would say that this is coming after the reason that it's here instead of Glorbstadt is because Persephone has died, which has immediately just made the entire realm destabilized and splinter into like different groups, and so a satyr has taken over control, and that has sort of they've just taken control. They've built this massive like church that spans a majority of the city, and yeah, all 3 cities are kind of splintered now
Okay.
and sort of in a civil war of sorts.
Cool. Lots of like this area is like full civil war right now.
And so the other thing that this satyr does is build 2 roads to just try to connect to some other satyrs that didn't get displaced over here, but not a settlement. I did not do that on purpose to get longest road, obviously, because we're not winning the game. But yeah, those are the movements. What is the satyr named? That is open for consideration.
The Salis?
Sure.
Besaelis.
Besalis. Hell yeah. Cool. Jacob?
I'm going to forgo rolling because I don't really feel that is too important at the moment. And then, so, news has come to our poor little acolytes, missionaries, whatever you want to call them, that Ocean Gate was destroyed by a very violent storm, tidal waves, whole 9 yards. And so they asked if they can speak to a crowd and before being executed, and they go on about being told by gods, not their gods, that the end is near, Ocean Gate has been destroyed, and then they are burned at the stake. And why doing so? Just chant, not yelling or screaming, just chant in some inconceivable or incomprehensible language that no one is really aware of. It just freaks everybody out with Ocean Gate being destroyed too, or news of that. It's just weird. And everyone's like, I don't know.
This could be an issue.
Yeah. Go ahead and let's see. We got 9.
Thanks.
Not really much I can do with that. Okay, so Rourke, which has made quite a bit of profit in all of the wars and various like military actions throughout the continent. They've made their bread and butter over getting people from point A to point B, shipbuilding and the like, and so they've been instrumental in every war. But they experienced sort of a catastrophe of their own. An earthquake destroys one of the biggest shipyards they had been cutting lumber so quickly that they've destroyed most of the old wood in the area, leaving not much particularly fertile or able to grow. It becomes very, very clear immediately to the patriarchs of the city that Rourke is that Rourke is not able to develop further or larger, that it can only diminish in scope following this natural disaster, and there's generally a feeling of blame being passed around, trying to find someone to point the finger at for the fall of their mercantile empire.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm sensing a lot of there were probably lots of people being like, the end is near. There's civil war in the east. There's tsunamis and earthquakes in the west.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. It's and that's right before the old gods return. So I'm like I feel like if you were living in those ages and then the old gods returned and like started to destroy everything, you'd be like, yeah, I was expect like
Checks out.
yeah, very okay, cool. Jace.
So, let's see. So, the only people there were a couple of tieflings who had left on trading missions and things of that nature with everyone around. So they went to each of the nations to trade. Lucky for them, because a psalm was heard among the city and the town, and people started to sing without being in control of themselves. And when the other tieflings who are trading come back, everyone's just dead. There's just dead everywhere. Corpses and blood running through the streets and covering the glass temples. And that was the end of the tieflings, mostly. And only a few survive.
All right. That reminds me of the dancing plague in France, but it's a singing plague. Is it now bad luck whenever a horned creature sings?
More than likely. So tiefling bards are looked very much down upon. Unfortunately for my character.
And you're playing a tiefling bard.
Yes,
I love that.
I feel like bad luck is coming my way.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. And Georgie. 10. Last resources gathered before the end is wood.
I get something. Oh, it's. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. So, a lot happens in Ornithopia as all of the factions become disenchanted with not doing as well as their neighbors, and also having really unstable allyships that didn't come through, and then in addition to that, in rebellion to against the zealots that were preaching new religions, they decided to turn to the dark arts, and found an artifact under in the mountain. Did some stuff.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I want to make the Kinku and the Arakakra work together at this point, or be or kind of just have like a strained neighborly relationship. I don't know what would be more beneficial to the storyline.
We can say that detail might be lost to time, if you don't want to.
Yeah. But the Peregrine clan of the Arakakra had their I'm trying to. What are some like relevant religious leader names for the occult within the game? Are people? No, not like I don't know which ones are like. I'm blanking out on like English words completely. Like
Crowley,
priest, father, patriarch.
Apostle.
Like what's
Saints.
what's like the tribe's like religious person called? Is it
Shaman?
Yeah.
Shaman or druid?
Oh, druid
could be good there.
Yeah. So the druid of the Peregrine clan performed along with a group of the members of the clan, a ritual related to the found artifact, and they believed it was going to bring fortune to them, and it ended up being a terrible incident
Okay.
that brought dark things they don't understand.
What kind of okay? What object was that? Was it?
An ancient stone tablet
Okay.
with inlaid crystals that had a very old text that only that druid could read.
All right. And in those really trying times, the old gods return. They, their armies absolutely mess up the place, leaving only embers of each of those civilizations, and hundreds of years later, out of those embers rise new civilizations that look for answers, look for resources that were stolen, and find their way back to the whichever city we're going to decide is going to be the dungeon. So actually, you know what? Let's take.
If I do this one.
I'm gonna do a summary of all of the lore. I'm gonna do a summary of all of the lore we've written down, and we are going to decide which city, which of the named city we think it might be most interesting to have as the city that is now occupied by the last forces of the old gods, and which is the dungeon in which we will be delving. So, year 53. Nosiadal raids caravans in the east. Ornithopia has bird-like species and a cooperative system. Chrysalis has magical beings who get powers from gems in the mountains. Year 103, Glorbstadt raids Ocean Gate with naval power. They needed food, so they have celestials and demons in their population. It's a neutral city where the gods banned war, and they made this country to reward their servants. Also, dwarves lived there. Year 122, Rourke, composed of humans and Blesnia. Rourke retaliated against Glorbstadt and made an alliance with Ocean Gate. Quetzal becomes the capital of the Tieflings and is renowned for its houses of glass. Ornithopia joins the rebellion against Glorbstadt, now called the Flight Against the Heavens, in the year 123. Chrysalis has elves and gnomes. Year 130 is a backlash against Glorbstadt that led to the turmoil, to lots of turmoil and 5 coups. The next year, the Flight Against the Heavens ends. Ocean Gates resumes commerce. Ocean Gate's Cornelius Ocelot, a centaur, prophet, and advisor to kings, negotiated the peace. Rourke flourishes as a trading port. Year 160, the city of Haydn is founded by extremists who follow the deity of nature and storms. Year 161, Nosiadal discovers alchemy and makes clay out of wood. Year 165, Ornithopian delegates, specifically Kenkus, try to assassinate Cornelius. He fakes his death and hides. There's a divine curse placed on the Kankus. Year 166, the year of the famine. Chrysalis thrives by abandoning food and starting to consume only crystals for sustenance. 166, Glorbstadt displaces the satyr population to conquer the port of Fleestop. Year 167, Ocean Gate grieves still for Cornelius. The Twilight-themed holiday, the annual celebration of Cornelius, starts. It is the Ode of Ocelot, and it's on the 12th of the 9th month of the year in the fantasy calendar. Same year, Haydn zealots are offended by Glorb's displacement of satyrs. They raid granaries, and satyr refugees settle down in Rourke. Noziadel opens trade route in 169 to ally with Glorb. The route is defended by the legendary Feldarin Grim. Arakocras bring an offering to Ocean Gate as a peace offering. They bring a giant shrine to They build a giant shrine to Cornelius, and the peace is negotiated thanks to the Peregrine clan. Blesnia discovers it had clay depositories this whole time. Thanks to the explorer Lombo Longfoot. Year 170, the clan Norbrum Solars builds underground transportation and invents the steam engine. 171 is the coronation of Persephone Something for the longest peaceful reign in Glorbstadt. Ocean Gates sends zealots of Twilight to spread the good word. Longfoot has to host them in the brick fields because of the laws of hospitality. Year 190, Blesnia and Rourke form an alliance to push the Twilight zealots into Ornithopian lands. The city of Liptig is founded. Noziadel forms a religion to worship the collective and the people, and joins the holy war on Ocean Gate to preserve direct democracy. Chrysalis builds the elegant Trek tunnels. There is civil unrest between Elvis Spire and Chrysalis as they war over a relic to dominate the other race, elves and gnomes. The city of Fleestop becomes the capital, Fleestopolis, and following the death of Persephone, the three factions form around the three cities of that empire, and a satyr called Bassalis rises to the occasion to represent the satyrs. Ocean Gate is destroyed by a tsunami. The Twilight Zealots are burnt at the stake and curse the world in their dying breath. Rourke's shipbuilders suffer a hit when an earthquake destroys the shipyards, and their mercantile empire starts to crumble. The Tieflings of Noziadel suffer from a singing plague that eradicates all of them who weren't out giving offerings to other countries. And Ornithopia becomes disillusioned and turns to the dark arts, uses a found artifact and the leadership of a druid from the Peregrine clan to perform a dark ritual that would bring fortune, but ends up bringing misfortune, by the way of a stone tablet with crystals. Okay. All right. Who wants who wants to nominate a city to be the place, to be the dungeon where most of this campaign is going to take place? The map.
Crystals and tunnels sounds like fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Okay. All right.
That'd be really cool.
Maybe Chrysalis, yeah.
So,
Although that gives me
'cause-
automatically a
'cause-
disadvantage.
Oh, it's great because there's gonna be like crumbled railroad tracks that can lead to a bunch of other places out of that city, like different biomes.
Yes.
I like those, yeah.
Okay, so Elven Spire or Chrysalis?
Let's do Chrysalis. That's what I vote.
I vote
Okay.
Chrysalis.
Sounds good. All right, let's take another quick break and then we do a character creation.
And I bio.
Thank you, Frey.
for helping.